and welcome along to round 4 of season 1 of ETGT League. We are here at the Daytona Road Course for the second endurance race of the season and the first race of the American League of the championship. So tonight, as I said, it's the second endurance race. The double points are on offer here at the Daytona Road Course. So as we take a look at the season calendar here, so it is round 4. But race 6 overall of the championship, 14 laps. The drivers will have to use both the soft and medium tyres as well as manage fuel. So let's just quickly remind ourselves of the point standings before the race, and it's Harry Ryan in the lead on 103 points, 6 points, ahead of Michael Papa in second and Chris Padajak in third place with 94 points. In the Teams Championship, however, Team 53 are now in first place after Aidan Houghton's performance and debut in the last round, with Coca-Cola Racing in second and CP Motorsports in third place. Meanwhile, in the manufacturers' standings, it's Mercedes AMG well ahead of Chevrolet and Jaguar. Let's head off down to the grid and see how the competitors lined up after qualifying for this race.
We're down here on the grid at the Daytona Road Course. The competitors have all lined up on the grid. Let's see how they line up for the race. In pole position, and he's first for the season, Mitchell Collins. Second place, Harry Ryan. In third place, Chris Padajak. Fourth position, Peter Dongo. In fifth place, Jordan Crane. Ahead of Michael Papa, who is in sixth place for CP Motorsports. Seventh position, Fezar for Jaguar Racing, sporting the F1 inspired livery there. Eighth position, Kieran Watts. Ninth place, Chris Turnbull. And in 10th we have Bazar. 11th position, Trent Fuller. 12th place on the grid, Andy Wade. 13th position after some difficulties in qualifying, Aidan Houghton. And in 14th place, bring up the rear of the grid in his ETGT debut, Chase Persh, the owner of CP Motorsports. Let's have the competitors lined up on the grid. Let's head up back to the commentary box and catch up all the action. Round 4 is about to get underway as the lights go down. 3, 2, 1. Who's going to get a good start? Oh, it looks like one of the guys has had a false start there. He's going to have a penalty at the start there. Oh, when he gets hit from behind. It looks like it's Jordan Crane. It's Jordan Crane, and Solomon's hit. Kieran Watts, who spun around, and it's absolute drama here at the start. So back up to the front of the grid here, where Chris Padajak has gotten ahead of pole sitter Mitchell Collins and Harry Ryan as he leads the pack as they head down into turn 3 here, turn 3 and 4. So Chris Padajak ahead of Harry Ryan and Mitchell Collins. Mitchell Collins making a move on Harry down the inside there. It looks like he's made a stick. But Michael Papa's sitting right behind him in 4th place. 5th place looks like it's Peter Dongo. Oh, look at that, that's Trent Fuller spinning around in the background there as the leaders head through the infield course. Yeah, so Chris Padajak getting a great start line, as he's been doing so all season. Oh, Michael Papa has business the grass. You see Mitchell Collins there in 2nd position, their pole sitter. 3rd place, Harry Ryan, for Hungry Jacks Racing. As the Captain Muffin, Aidan Houghton, has made it past his teammate in 5th place. He's had a ripper start as Team 53 try and make themselves back up the grid here. What a beautiful shot there down the back straight, hitting top speed as they head to the bus stop chicane and through the bus stop chicane. Peter Donga there in 6th. Jordan Crane back up to 7th after that start there where he had the false start. Just ahead of Bazar, who's ahead of Fezar. And Chase, after starting last on the grid, has voted himself up to 10th, although he's a bit far down Fezzer there, as they finish lap 1, well, the leaders finish lap 1. That's Chris going through turn 1. ahead of Mitchell Collin and Harry Ryan. Let's get on board with Harry Ryan here as he's chasing down Mitchell Collin. And Michael Papa's just behind. So our championship leader sitting in third at this stage. It's in a good position. It's a long race. The second endurance race of the season. Double points are on offer here. So 50 points for the win. And third place will yield you 30 points. So you want to finish high. You want to do well. As Michael Papa there is just behind Harry Ryan. And the leading pack are definitely starting to form a gap. Although something's happened to Peter Dongo there, and Jordan Crane's sitting right behind him. Jordan Crane actually doing just fine and sitting with the leaders here. As he's moved himself up to sixth place for the Monster Energy racing car as they head through the bus stop chicane. Yeah, he's keeping it tidy, keeping it fast. Michael Papa are going to make the move here on Harry Ryan. I think these two are going to be fighting it out for the championship in the coming races. But with Aiden also steaming through, it's tight. It's very tight. Lap 3, and in first position still. Chris Patterjack for Hungry Jacks Racing. He's managed to keep it in first. That's the Hungry Jacks Racing driver. Trying to keep it clean and smooth. It's a long race here. Could Chris get his first victory of the season so far? So there he's a half a second up on his best time. As we look at the timing there as well. And just behind we've got Mitchell Collin, who's got a new livery for this race, with the Bundaberg Racing Squad signing on. So Bundaberg signing on as a major sponsor for Collin Racing, the Collin Racing team. The livery is looking good as he chases down Chris Patterjack. And we got Aiden Harleton here in third. Something's happened to Harry Ryan, it seems. He's all the way down to fifth here, as we're riding on board the Coca-Cola helicopter, which is back for this race. Patrolling the skies here at Daytona. What a beautiful shot as we go through the chicane. Look, Jordan Crane sitting right behind Harry Ryan now. As they go through the bank curves here at Daytona. Reaching some high speeds here. Oh! That Jordan Crane taking the inside there. Jordan Crane takes he's up to fourth position. Is the Monster Energy Mustang racing driver. Oh, and Papa and Harry make it through there side by side, but they make it through. But they're still side by side going through the S's here. That's some good racing there between the championship contenders. Got another great shot there through the infield section. So Peter Dongo down there in 7th place. He's not having the best of races actually, but he's hanging in there. Anything could happen here in this endurance race under the lights here at the Daytona Road Course. So Fezzer here driving for the Jaguar Racing Squad in 8th position, picking up some solid points, some double points here. And he's sort of keeping in touch with Peter Dongo, as you can see on the radar. And then way behind here we've got Trent Fuller, who's having a battle, it seems, with Chris Turnbull for the minor points positions. Oh, Chris Turnbull gets a bit shaky there on the exit. Bit happy on the throttle, it seems. So after a pretty poor round last time for Trent Fuller in terms of points, he's back in the points, 9th position. That'll give him 4 points. Oh no, looks like Chris Turnbull's overtaking him as they head to the bus stop. And yeah, Chris Turnbull's got him there with Bazaar chasing both of them down in 11th. Just outside the points there. Kieran Watson 13th place after his spin that he had at the very start of the race, after being hit by I think it was Fezzer, who was hit by Jordan Crane, who was hit by Chris Turnbull. He finds himself in 12th. And Chase Porsche 13th place, the owner driver for CP Motorsports, making his debut in ETGT. So Kieran Watts is pitted. It's pitted very early here, it seems, as the crew have come out. And Andy Waite bringing it out in the rear of the grid in a beautiful sounding BMW. In 13th place at the moment. So the battle for the front is heating up a bit here with these three. These three separated by about a second. Chris Paddenjack first, with this Mr. Collins just behind him. Oh, he's got the slipstream and he's trying to line up fast, but he's just keeping behind. And Aidan Halton's also in a prime position to capitalise if anything happens here. He gets a double slipstream effectively too, if he gets close enough. What a beautiful shot there on the banks. As we go to start lap 6 here. Oh, the top three is so close. It's right on board with Chris Paddenjack. They head through to turn 1 for Mitchell Collins in the lead here. Oh, they've hit. Oh, Mitchell Collins off. Mitchell Collins spun off. Oh, that's unfortunate there for the Bundaberg racing driver. Oh, looks like it's a bit of an accident there between Chris Paddenjack and Mitchell Collins. That's unfortunate. So Chris Paddenjack finds himself in the lead still, just ahead of Aidan Halton. Oh, it was very dicey there at the turn 1. Oh, look, Chris Paddenjack's gone wide. He's hit the marbles and he's out on the grass. Oh, Aidan Halton takes the lead of the race. What a chaotic lap it's been so far. So Mitchell Collins all the way down at 6 after the incident there. Aidan Halton, after starting pretty much at the back of the grid, finds himself leading the race. So Harry Ryan in 2nd place, is just ahead of Chris Paddenjack, who's, well, after leading the race for the first 5 laps, finds himself now down in 3rd, in a familiar position there, just behind Harry Ryan. Oh, Chris Paddenjack, is he going to make the move there? No, he thinks about it. Just to show himself in Harry's mirrors there, as they all make it through the bus stop chicane. Oh, M Papa, he's found himself in a podium position here. Oh no, it looks like he's giving Chris the bump draft there. Working together to try and get closer to Harry Ryan, it seems. That's probably the right thing to do at the moment, instead of fighting and losing time. Mitchell Collins pitted. And Mitchell Collins pitted. Team Bundaberg are out to service the car. Well, I wonder if Mitchell Collins will be visiting the stewards room after the race, having a look at that incident there. What a shame. What a shame for the Bundaberg squad. They were in pole position as we watch them service the car here. So Mitchell was on the medium tyres. He's put the softs on now, so he's got to do most of the race on the soft tyres. It's going to be interesting to say the least. But we'll see if he pulls it off and gets it through. As we go off the pack here, so we've got Chase up to 7th position after various pit stops. Trent Fuller's also in the pits for the Castro Racing squad. It's a nice red there under the lights for the CP Motorsport car. Chris Turnbull's up in 6th position Oh, and he's sliding out there a bit. Getting out of the corner. He might be due for a pit stop soon. Peter Dongo up to 5th place, sitting just behind Michael Papa, who's still just behind Chris Padajak, pushing him along. Yeah, the top 5 keep in position, relatively speaking, as Aidan Halton finds himself on lap 7, starting lap 8. No, he's pitted. He's in the pits. Team 53 going to service the car as the leader pits. And Harry Ryan comes through to lead the race for the first time. There's Chris Padajak and M. Papa just behind, it seems. Oh, Michael Papa around the outside there, but Chris Padajak holds the position. These are the top 3, separated by a couple of seconds. Michael Papa's probably getting really frustrated here. Thinking, where do I pass? How do I pass the Jaguar? The Jaguar's got good straight line speed. Well, what's he going to do here? See. The Jaguar just places itself beautifully. As we get to the back straight here, almost side by side here. Here they are side by side. He's up to 2nd position. And Michael Papa overtakes Jack's racing car. So we've reached half distance in the race. All the pit stops are happening. These 3 have still stayed out, the top 3. But Peter Dongo, Mitchell Cole and Aidan Holden have all pitted so far. And I'm sure they're going to be making up a lot of time on fresh tyres too. As we go to complete lap 8, Harry Ryan stays out. No, he's pitting. He's pitting. So is M. Papa. And so is Chris Padajak. So the top 3 pit. So Jordan Crane is now in 4th place. If he doesn't pit, he'll be effectively leading the race. And there's Aidan Halton. He's finding himself in the pack. Oh, just next to Chase there. He's fighting through traffic is Aidan. Let's try and get back up to the front. He's got the soft tyres on, I believe. And yes, so Chase pits. This was Jordan Crane in 1st place. Jordan Crane finds himself leading a race in ETGT for the first time. Mustang racing car looking great under the lights here. With that gold, the green really coming through. This Captain Muffin, I'm sure, is waiting to make quick work of Jordan Crane here. He's right on board with Aidan now, as he's chasing down the current leader, who hasn't pitted yet, obviously. But he's doing well. He's Jordan Crane to find himself in this position. Maybe Aidan thinks this is a good chance to save some fuel, save some tyres. He's already got the fastest lap. That's an extra point there. What else has he got to prove as he overtakes Jordan Crane? I'm sure Jordan Crane will try and get a slipstream here. Will he attempt an overtake though? Will he dive on the inside? No, he's too far back. I think he's going to be quite sensible here. And yes, he stays in 2nd position, and I'm sure he'll be pitting in this lap. As Chris Padajak is in 3rd position, just ahead of Harry Ryan. So through the pit stop phase, Chris has found himself ahead, although Harry Ryan is right next to him as they drag race towards the end of lap 9 as we start lap 10. at round 4 at the Daytona Road Course. This is the first race of the European leg. The round 5 will be at Laguna Seca for a sprint round. Oh, that was nice at the turn 1 there. Both of them keeping it clean. And Chris Padajak staying ahead. Kicking up some grass there on the apex. Oh, and Richard Collin and M. Papa also having their own battle there. With Richard Collin doing a good recovery drive so far, after spinning out with the incident at turn 1 before. And Richard Collin sneaks in just behind Michael Papa there for the slipstream. Is he going to dive on the inside? No. He's a bit sensible there. Oh, but he's almost side by side on the exit. Mitch was probably thinking, come on, let me get past. Let's ride on board with him. So we'll see what he does down the back straight. Looks like M Pup is a bit too far forward for an effective slipstream for a pass. Yes, indeed he is. So he'll just sit behind at the moment. Let's go further down the grid with Peter Dongo here, a few seconds behind. The other Team 53 car. The Team 53 car, you can say. In 6th place at the moment. Last time we looked at Solomon here, he was in 8th place. He's found himself in 7th. That Jag was sounding beautiful there. Supercharged V8. Growling through the night, taking the banked road course here. So we find Bazar just behind Fezar in 8th place. That BMW screaming along as he makes a pit stop. He's in the pits, getting rid of those medium tyres and putting the softs on. Jordan Crane finds himself up to 8th. Kieran Watts is pitting too. Kieran Watts for Mercedes AMG Petronas. Low on fuel, probably low on tyres as well. As the team wait for him, as they wait for the car. We'll watch this pit stop, or at least some of it. There we go. Number 44. You could be mistaken for thinking that Lewis Hamilton is driving in ETGT outside of his F1 commitments, but that is just not the case. Kieran Watts here, trying to do the number proud as they fill up the car for the rest of the race. So Chris Turnbull there in 11th place, just outside the points, with Trent Fuller there in 10th, battling there with Chase. He's found himself in the points positions for his first ETGT race, effectively replacing B1 or Bo1 in ETGT at this stage. So for an endurance race, this has gone relatively quickly. We're 21 minutes in and we're almost finished. We've got 3 laps to go after this one. We'll head up to the front here. And yeah, Captain Muffin's ahead by a few seconds there over Harry Ryan. He's just ahead of Chris Padajak, who's got Michael Papa just behind him now, with Mitchell Collin a little bit behind them. The recovery drive stopping for Mitchell Collin a little bit there. And yeah, Michael Papa's certainly breaking away from Mitchell Collin there, trying to chase down the podium positions. So we've got Peter Dongo, a fair few seconds behind. Fez is probably fancying a chance of catching up to Peter Dongo actually. With a few laps to go here. We'll see what happens. So this is the closest battle on track. Michael Papa and Chris Padajak. Michael Papa chasing Chris down Oh, he's very close at this stage. He's got the good exit. He's got good traction and power out of there. Surely he's going to go for the overtake, and he is. Oh, but the Jaguar just still managing to stay, if not ahead, at least side by side. As they head into turn one, are they going to go side by side into turn one? That's why I'm talking to Chris here. He's got the inside line. Oh yes, he keeps Michael Papa on the outside. Oh look, he's just next to him though. He gives him the room. He leaves him the space. Michael backs out though. Oh, Chris is a bit messy there on the entry into that corner, but he stays ahead. He survives for another lap. There's only one lap to go after this. Oh, Michael Papa's going to go for the move on the outside. Does he make it stick? Oh, yes, he does, but he hasn't made the pass yet. He backs out. Chris still staying ahead with the Hungry Jack's branding shining in the light here. Oh, look, they're drag racing now down into the back straight. Michael Papa finds himself in third position. Looks like he's done it. He's made the move. Let's go on with Chris here. Will he make a move though? Oh look, he's going for the pass. Oh, he's forced Michael into a mistake. Oh, Michael's off into the grass. Would you look at that? Chris Padajak in third place, stays ahead. Michael Papa pulling the dummy there, sort of scaring him in his mirrors, forcing him into a mistake and potentially keeping that third place. That's big there. That's a big move. It's a good day for Chris overall after leading the race for the first few laps, but then getting into trouble with Richard Collin there and Aiden into the first turn, and now fighting Michael Papa for third place. As we find Aiden Halton here, well, in charge basically, after starting basically last. Nothing's stopping him, except maybe someone else on their day. But today's day is Aiden's day. On track for his second victory here in ETGT and double points. This will shoot him right up the standings as we head into the mid-season break after this race. And as we head into the back straight here, let's just enjoy the imagery as we finish this final lap here. Round 4 of ETGT Season 1. Not only does Aiden have the fastest lap, but he also has taken the victory. Double points plus one extra, 51 points for Aiden Halton as he takes the victory and crosses the line in first place. In second position and serving a penalty, Harry Ryan for Coca-Cola Racing. He'll be pleased with that one and the double points that that entails. Chris Padajak is still just ahead here of Michael Papa as he made that beautiful valve move there for the podium spot. Although an investigation after the race might be necessary for the accident with Richard Collin, who finishes 5th ahead of Peter Dongo, 6th position. And once again, probably his favourite finishing position it seems. Fezza in 7th place for Jaguar Racing. Good result there for Fezza. In 8th position after a really good race, Jordan Crane, who finishes ahead of Chase Porsche, making his ETGT debut here. Finishing on the lead lap, taking out the minor points paying positions. He will cross the line for 9th for CP Motorsports, taking 4 points ahead of Chris Turnbull, who finishes 10th after a chaotic start there. Trent Fuller just missing out of the points there, unfortunately. Finishing 11th ahead of Bazaar in 12th place. Now with Nomi being, Aiden Halton being left there. No, not Aiden Halton, Aiden Halton lapping Andy Waite. In 14th we've got Kieran Watts in 13th there, taking out the last part of the grid.
Oh, whoa, what a dramatic race that was at the start, with all the chaos there, and Aiden Halton doing a great job to avoid all that and work his way up the grid and find first position. Ahead of Harry Ryan in second and Chris Padajak in third, who held off a great charge from Papa there towards the end to secure a podium position. Richard Collin finishing fifth after getting pole position and having an unfortunate incident there with Chris Padajak on lap 6, finds himself fifth, and Peter Dongo finishes 6th place. Jordan Crane finds himself in the points after botching the start, basically. And Chase Porsche finishes 9th for his debut race for CP Motorsports in ETGT. With Mitchell Collin taking pole position, he scores an extra point along with the 20 he scores for 5th, and Aiden Halton takes the fastest lap, scoring an extra point there for 51 points overall for this event. Let's take a look at the point standings, and Harry Ryan is now edging away further in first with 139 points ahead of Chris Padajak, who's on 124 points. That's a 15-point gap there. He's 3 points ahead of Michael Papa. Aiden Halton there with his victories edging ever closer to the front guys there, now on 95 points. As we look at the team standings here, and Team 53 are well ahead of Coca-Cola Racing now. They're almost on 200 points. They're at 195 points ahead of 139 for Coca-Cola Racing, and CP Motorsports have edged out Hunger Jacks Racing to sit in 3rd place. In the Manufacturers' Championship standings, it's still Mercedes-AMG ahead of Chevrolet, who have closed the gap a little bit after that race there, and Jaguar is still in 3rd place. Well, that wraps up round 4 of Season 1 of ETGT League. We're having a mid-season break for a week as we head to Laguna Seca for the next round, which will be in a couple of weeks' time for the competitors. Tune in then for all the action, and we'll see how the championship wraps up in the second half of the season.